Hey everyone, my name's Sarina Haggarty, and you're watching The Music Enthusiast.
Hey, it's Gracie from the Music Enthusiast, and today I'm here with Sarina Haggarty. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm fantastic. I'm so excited to get to talk to you today.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here
Yeah,
in the
getting into
room.
the questions, what made you want to get into music?
I grew up just in a music environment, musical friends and family and all. And then I took lessons. I played cello, piano, and just vocal lessons. And it was cool and I enjoyed it. And then I ended up starting to write music, and then years and years later, I finally started releasing and performing, and it's been fun.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. You've obviously been doing
Hmm.
music for a while. Do you have a favorite musical memory?
Um, there's like there's all random, small little good things about each memory. But I think performing when I started performing with like a full band, um, just not any exact memory, but just the feeling of like going to a show or a gig with my band members and getting ready to party with them because they're all awesome. Everyone who I play with now and in the past. So I think performing with the band and also the first time I performed an original song, just I gained more confidence in my songwriting, and I think those are just two little things that are a highlight to me.
Yeah, what has it been like for you kind of starting out in the music industry?
It's been fun, lots of fun. Um, it's really cool the people you can meet and knowing there's just like endless people to meet. And especially right now, it's so hard because you can't meet a lot of people on Zoom like this compared to shaking hands and making good friends. So I think I forget the question.
It's okay. What has it been
What was
like for you kind of starting out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so fun meeting people and getting to, also travel and share my music. And it's been hard. I kinda started doing it more I took it in a more professional view, when I was, like, 16 or 17, so the hardest part, I think, was getting, like, being seen as a young artist and a young, female teenager. So that was, like, the weirdest, thing about it, but I luckily was a wise and strong person and I got through that, and I'm looking forward to just continuing, in the music industry and the people that I can meet.
Mhm. We found you on TikTok. What was that like for you posting for the first time?
TikTok is so crazy. I've been trying to gain a following on, like, Instagram and of course, Facebook, because Facebook is where, like, all the business and sales and, getting people to watch your Facebook
Mhm.
Lives. So I use mostly Facebook and Instagram, and then my friend said you should use TikTok, and she has a very high following, so I took all her advice, and and then I still kind of didn't do much with it, but then my friend, this is kind of the story of how I started. I was talking to my other friend who's all into like social media marketing, and she said, you just need to post videos, whether they're terrible or amazing, just keep posting and reposting it until maybe it goes viral or maybe it gets the amount of views and shares that you like. So after I took, all the advice from other TikTok users, I kind of just started posting videos of my dogs because dogs are the best. And then I thought, I'll start actually singing as an artist. So it's been going good. It's definitely a slow process and it takes a lot of patience, which you've probably heard too.
For sure. I
But
mean,
it's been good.
yeah, you have had a few videos that have done pretty well. What does that feel like to get that recognition when you might not have expected it?
I don't know. I think it, I don't have millions like some of the other TikTok people. Like, I don't have like funny TikToks, but I do, like everyone, we spend hours watching funny big TikTok uh, random videos, and then also like the top most popular people. So I feel like it's been success, but at least I have hope that, I can continue posting and then gain a following. And especially for new music, it'll be good promo
Yeah,
to
for
use
sure. I
for new
mean,
music.
talking about your own music, how do you tend to find inspiration for your songs?
I have a lot of artists that I love their songwriting skills. Some you might recognize the name: Julia Michaels, Lennon Stella, Uh, lost lost count. There's a lot of females, which is really cool. Maren Morris also. So I've been inspired by a lot of country music, but right now I'm all into pop. So I find listening to songs that are already written, I can get inspired from the stories and the lyrics. And it's frustrating because you read a lyric or a line and you think, as a songwriter, like, damn, I wish I wrote this song. So at least that makes me frustrated, but also keeps me passionate to be able to continue and improve as a songwriter. And I've been doing a lot of co-writes on Zoom this past year too, so I feel like I'm just improving as a artist, so
Mhm. I
as a
mean, what has it been
songwriter.
like kind of collaborating over Zoom versus actually being in person?
I started like at first, like throwback to when COVID first started. You just were patient. We as artists, we rebooked our gigs to like in the summer, like it'll be over soon. And then eventually it wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
So I was working on this song like a few months before with my friend named Alex Emmerich. And then Alex and I were like, hey, let's finish it on Zoom. And he produced it, and we spent hours, but it was nice weather. So at least I could sit outside with my computer heating up. So we did everything off of Zoom. And then eventually, since everything's online anyway in the in reality, like it was no different when it came to promotion for singles and new music. It was even better because everyone's staring at the screen rather than like getting the busy hours.
Yeah.
So they were like good factors. And to it, the only thing that sucked was not being able to see people face to face and perform the original song. So all you had to focus on was improving and writing good songs from your room and trying to find things that inspire you in your
For
room.
sure. I mean, speaking of your music, do you have any future projects that you could hint at or tell us about?
Yeah, I do. I'll tell you a secret. I think I'm gonna announce it in like the next day or two anyway. But I have a single coming out. It's called A Little Longer, and it comes out next Friday. So my aunt wrote that and she produced it, and she wanted me to sing on it. So I had the pleasure of singing on it. And it's like a sad love song. And I love sad love songs and heartbreak songs. So that one's called A Little Longer. And then I have another one, and it's called Take It All Back. And I did it on Zoom with a producer named Dylan, and he's Dylan Emmett, and he lives in New York. So he messaged me one day and said, like, hey, can we write a song? And I said, sure, on Zoom. And yeah, we've been writing for a few months, and he's incredible. So I have those two singles that are coming out in the
That's
next few weeks.
amazing. We'll definitely be looking out for them.
Yeah, you'll like it. The first one's like very, like I said, sad love song. And the other one is, I don't know how to describe it, but Yeah, you'll see. I'll keep it all a surprise.
Okay, we'll definitely be on the lookout for it. This
Okay.
is more of a fun question for you, but if you could describe yourself and your music in 2 to 3 words, what do you think they would be?
I don't know, funny, maybe funny, passionate. I'm such a funny and passionate person, and, um, like, I don't know a perfect word to describe it, but, like, mood, like, the mood always changes. Moody, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, those are all good considering I put you on the spot, so,
Mood, there's so many words. Yeah.
talking about your future, do you have any dream collaborations you would wanna see?
Yes, absolutely. I think one day, uh, obviously, like the coolest that everyone knows, like Ed Sheeran.
Mhm,
That'd be just a lovely dream. That'd be a lot of fun. An incredible songwriter too.
mhm.
And who else? Carol King. I always tell people that. Carol King. I'd also love to just write with these people and be able to work with them as writing or singing, but probably Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we'll be on the lookout for that collaboration, that would be amazing.
Yeah, keep your eye open.
Speaking of other artists, do you have a favorite song at the moment?
Yeah, Julia Michaels' song. It's very pop, but it's a bop. That rhymes there. And it's called All Your Exes. You might have you've heard it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a banger and like I'll play it loud in the car and I try and convince my mom how awesome it is. And also Olivia, like driver's license and deja vu and her new one, Good for You. I'm just becoming like addicted to pop music. So
Aren't we
those
all?
are yeah, those are my like summer jams so far.
I mean, those are both amazing songs, or,
Yeah,
like, all of
what
them, I
about
guess.
you? Yeah,
What?
all of them. What about you? What are your favorites right
I
now?
mean, obviously, Olivia Rodrigo, anything she makes is definitely up there, but I feel like I'm also more, like, old school to a point where I listen to a lot of, like, Queen and Elton John, so it's, like,
Oh, nice, nice.
anything by them.
Yeah, no, those are really, really good choices too. Definitely. You always need like the Beatles and Elton
Yeah, the
John.
Beatles too. I feel like just there's so much good music that it's hard to choose sometimes.
Yeah, depends on the day.
That's true.
Yeah.
My last question for you. Our website focuses on up and coming artists. Is there anyone that you have your eye on that you would want to recommend to others?
Yeah, like all my friends. I think there's a songwriter named John Muirhead, and he's from London, and he's pretty big on TikTok too. So he's really, really good person and great songwriter. And Ben Heffernan, he's a songwriter too. These guys are all from London. And who else? I can never think of them like on the spot.
I know.
Uh, who else? I don't know, but there's a ton of people. Luckily, I live in London, Ontario, so there's awesome bands here too. There's one called Five Oceans. They're kind of like a pop country band, and I don't know. I can't think of anyone on the spot, but there's a ton. So I think it's just a matter of staying staying online and keeping up.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We'll definitely
yeah,
check all of those out though.
yeah. Please do, and let me
Yeah.
know if you have any recommendations.
Oh, so many. I'll send them to you.
Yeah, I'll listen to anything. I always check out like the Spotify like pop playlist because
Mhm.
you can find like a good amount of songs. And this is bad to say, but there's a lot of songs that I love, but I don't know the artist name. So I could like sing you the whole song, but I still don't know the name.
If you
So
remember, you can just send them to me and I'll add them on.
Yeah, I'll send you all of them. There's definitely some good tunes.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for doing this interview. It was so nice to get to talk to you and know you better.
You too, Gracie. Thank you so, so much for having me.